Hello and welcome to Meeple Mentor Reviews. I'm Jared and with me is Holly, and we are going to be talking about and reviewing Sunset Over Water. It is a pocket edition of the game and it is a very small box game. It is about making landscapes around the different areas of wherever he's walking around. Everyone's a landscape artist, and we start in the center, and we try to move around to the different paintings that you're collecting, basically painting them, right? And they have varying scenery, topographies, that you're trying to collect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to 4 players.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. What do you think, Holly?
I think it's a cute game. I like the different topographies that you have to... You have goals that you have to meet. Like, you have to find something that has waves on it, or water, or...
That's the same thing.
The sun. No, they are 2 different symbols, actually.
What? The waves and the water?
Yes, there are 2 different symbols.
Well, I messed that one up then. but sure.
And so it's really cute. I do like the idea that you can only pick up something that you've already touched. It makes the strategy interesting.
Yeah, you only get to look at a small number of cards from your movement or your planning cards, and that will dictate where you can go, like which direction and how far, and how many landscape cards you can pick up on that path. But it also determines your wake up order, because they have a clock on it. So it's like the earlier that you wake up based on the card you chose, then you get first turn in that round. And once a landscape card's been removed, it won't get refilled until the end of the round.
I found that if you stay on the opposite side of the board from someone, the wake up card doesn't really matter that much.
Well, yeah, maybe not so much in a 2-player game, but if you have 3 or 4 players...
Oh, I'm sure.
The map size stays the same, which I believe was like a 5x5.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But on top of that, I will say that even though when we did a 2-player, near the end, there were a few cards that we were both gunning for, and she was quite upset that I took 1 or 2 that she had her eye on, and, even in the 2-player game, you can...
I'm pretty sure I stole 1 or 2 from you as well.
Probably did. And so there is still enough there that you can't just sequester yourself in a corner.
Right.
Plus, the movement really won't let you do that either. I think you're going to have to keep moving to get to the kinds of cards that you're trying to collect. And I say that because there's the daily goals and then the commission cards that you're trying to fill. And so not every card that comes out at any given point, on this map is going to be a valid choice for fulfilling, one of these commission cards that are out there.
Right.
So that's why you end up still fighting over the same 1 or 2 that are even in the map. And one of the tricks to this game was that you can only move in one direction, on your turn.
Right.
So, if you see one that, is in a different position that you can't get to in a straight line, you have to sort of make plans to move there.
Right.
And that is also part of the strategy.
Can be thwarted.
Yes, it can. Because someone else might have a more direct shot if they choose to play that planning card.
Right.
So I think that you're going to find that it has just enough competition to make it very interesting on what kinds of cards that you can and want to collect, and you have to sort of be able to adapt your strategy. And it's also a light enough game that you can teach this to most anybody, and probably even kids could play this just fine.
Yeah, I would agree.
I mean, there's really no text or anything to read either, so younger kids could potentially play this. The commission cards and all this, the goals, those are all icons, and the images on the landscape, aside from the actual art that's painted, they have little icons in the corner that you're just matching up. And
right.
So you can do that pretty easily with just about anybody. And let's see, playtime on this was 20 minutes?
Something like that, maybe 30.
20 to 30 minutes. I mean,
it wasn't
with
very
teach,
long.
Yeah, it's not a long teach, not really a long game, but it has enough depth to be very interesting, and one that I would definitely consider taking with me on a on a trip somewhere where I didn't have a whole lot of space, but I'd just throw it in my luggage or something.
Yeah.
You can play it on generally any table that holds a 5x5, small cards. It's the pocket edition. So
could also be played on a hotel bed at a convention.
Yes, it could. And I would even say you might be able to get it played on a plane if you have one player's like little table tray, like just for the 5x5, and another for the collected commission cards and stuff.
Potentially,
you could potentially get it done on the plane. But yeah, it's a cool game. I liked it a lot, and as far as small box games go, it's definitely a good one.
I agree. I like it.
Any other maybe negative points you want to make about the game? Anything you didn't like so much?
Not really. I pretty much enjoyed it.
Pretty much enjoyed it.
I mean, it was good.
Cool. Well, then you have it here. Meeple Mentor recommends Sunset Over Water Pocket Edition. Until next time, I've been Jared.
I'm Holly.
Bye-bye.